the statement?
Yeah, I thought it was a great basketball game, really exciting. It had big runs by both teams. South Dakota State, they were really impressive. They made us pay for every mistake we made. If we had a miscommunication, the ball got to that miscommunication, and they knocked down shots at a high percentage. It's hard to believe you could beat South Dakota State when they're 14 to 25 from three because they're so good. But fortunately for us, we were able to actually win rebounding and win turnovers, so we were able to get a few more possessions than them. And late in the game, they went zone, and our ball movement was pretty sloppy for a long period of time, and we finally got the ball to the corner, and China made some great plays out of the corner, whether it was penetration to pass, penetration to score, or if they didn't guard her, she knocked down the three. I thought the crucial swing was China hitting the three and Gradigan hitting the three back to back, and then that put them under a little pressure to have to score. And they were very efficient offensively, but we made some defensive plays in the last couple minutes.
The 10 steals were huge tonight.
Without question, because that led to transition for us and runouts, and we scored a lot of times off the conversion or off the turnovers. Rose made some big plays defensively down the stretch. She had the big block and two big steals for us in the second half. So, it was. There were parts of the game where we played really, really well, and then there were other parts of the game where some of our bad habits kind of creep in. So this is a great win, but it's also something that we can learn a lot from, because South Dakota State made us see some areas that we need to shore up quickly.
Rose, you jumped out real strong, man. You guys were pumped for this game tonight, weren't you?
Yes, we were. We were practicing real hard on it, and every time there was a time when we felt like they were coming back and having more energy, we try to match that or beat that.
And then they come back and they take a lead. You are having trouble against the zone a little bit there, moving the ball for a little while.
Just a little bit.
3:48 left. They've got a 4-point lead.
Mm-hmm.
You guys didn't panic, it looked like, and that's very important, isn't it?
Yes, it's important to have poise and drag the defense shifted and everything, and knock down shots, especially when you're open.
And China, you really kind of took over toward the end of this game.
My teammates helped. It was like the plan, like you get it on the baseline, shot fake, drive, or shoot it if you're open. And I think me and Gradigan kicked that off with the 2 back-to-back threes, like Coach said, and that's how we got the lead. And even when we was down, we tried not to panic, and I think that's what kind of kept us calm.
Do you feel like the defenders were playing off of you on the baseline there towards the end of the game, since you had shown that ability to cut to the basket from there?
Yeah, but no, because they was dropping from the 2-3, but you gotta pass it quick, as he would say. But they wasn't really playing off of me, but they was. There was parts where they was and parts where they wasn't.
They were really tight on the 3-point line, weren't they? In the second half, particularly, it seemed like.
Yeah.
Well, I thought we were a little tight because until very late in the game, I didn't see us really catch it right into our shot and look like we wanted to shoot it. There's a little bit of hesitation with every catch, and once you hesitate, suddenly these shots are going to be short. And a lot of our threes that second half were front rim, and finally we got a couple over the front of the rim, and really just in time.
This is a heck of a tune-up game right before Stetson, I would think.
Yeah, well, we got a game tomorrow, and then we have Stetson.
Sorry, I forget about that one.
Yeah, so yeah, this is the kind of intensity and the level of team you want to play to get yourself ready. It shows you, as I said, we made a lot of mistakes in communication and defensive conversion, and obviously we gave up way too many looks at three. So there's going to be a lot of things, and then all week we've been really good against zone, one of the best teams in the country against zone, but all week every time we went to zone offense this week, we got sloppy mentally, and we weren't executing well in practice against the zone. And then hopefully our players see where, you start to take for granted that, if a team plays zone, you're always going to do well. Well, you're always going to do well if you do the right things. And I thought we lost a little bit of aggressiveness against it for first 5 minutes, 6 minutes. They started to show it.
How do, tomorrow aside, I'm not going to be here. How do you feel about this team as you get ready for ASUN play?
You have to ask me day by day. Day by day. For us, I guess my struggle is I think that we could be really good, and I want to push the team to get there, and I want to see that they want to be pushed as much as I'd like to see them take it to another level. So that's going to be key for us. Can we take a win and then realize, man, there was a lot of things that could have very easily made it a loss? And if we can have that type of maturity, I think there's still a lot of growth and improvement to be made within this team.
And Stetson's hooping.
Yeah, they've had a really good non-conference. I mean, they beat Chattanooga, they beat Florida. One thing about conferences, everybody knows everybody so well. At this point, there's a different level of knowledge about teams. So we need to, have a good game tomorrow and then really get prepared for the conference opener.
They, a couple of different faces, obviously they still have Chambers, the heck of a player.
Yeah.
And the Colt, whoever that is, that's a new girl, right?
Well, she was on the team last year, but she's getting her chance to play this year, and she's making the most of it. She's a really athletic big kid who can drive the ball to the basket. She runs really hard in conversion. She's had a great beginning to this season, so that's she's been a handful for a lot of teams.
And you girls remember Chambers, I'm sure, Brittany Chambers?
Yeah, 30. That's
Talk to
30,
me about,
right?
what kind of player is she, and what do you need to do against her on Saturday, next Saturday?
She's a good player. I think, she gets the ball out. Like he said, they rebound in transition like they're guards, and they get it out fast, and then they have rim runners. So I think with stopping her, we got to stop her shot because she can shoot, and just, play her to drive and just get help from her. So she's a good player, though.
Rosemary, how do you feel about this team as you get ready to go into ASUN play? You've made a lot of strides this season, I think. I know Carl always wants more, but you made some pretty good strides. You look pretty ready to go.
So what's your question again? I'm sorry.
How do you feel about the team? Going into ASUN play, how do you feel about this group? You're sitting here at 13-3. You've had a pretty damn nice non-conference season.
Just going based off of last year, I didn't know how the experience was, so now that I know, I'm a little bit more pumped and excited, and I'm gonna not saying I didn't take practice serious before, but use practice to get me ready for this game, and but it's gonna be a good match with Stetson, so I'm ready.
All right, guys. Any more questions?
I'm good, man.
All right.